If you've been struggling how to sew the perfect short knicker, this is the right video for you. So let's get into it. Note, all materials has been cut down. You have both the front side and the back side of your trouser. So what you do is you pick up the front side, one of the front side, and you pick up your pocket side. You face it to the front. Make sure the front of your pocket is facing the front of the trouser, and you make sure you align it, then you pin it down. Then after that, you mark the length of your pocket. So the length of your pocket is actually 6.5 inches. That's the standard measurement for pockets. Then you go in and mark 1.5, what I'm doing at the top. After marking that, you pick up your straight ruler and you draw a straight line on it, just like that. Then you move on to sewing. Note, your front pocket should face the front side of the trouser, and you make sure you arrange it where to align. Make sure front facing front. So then you sew on that line which you rule with your straight ruler. Always make sure your stitches is straight and you top stitch. So this is what you should have here after sewing on the line. Then what you do is you trim some part out. Always make sure you leave at least half inches or 0.3 inches, 0.3 inches left there, just enough so you can stop the top stitch on it. So after doing that, you make sure you weave that part if you're looking forward to achieving a neat inside or a neat finishing inside of your material. So after weaving that, you open it up, then you top stitch on it. You top stitch it with 0.2 inches, not big, not small, just average, just the half inches. After top stitching, you face it the opposite direction. So the front is facing up and the pocket front is facing the other direction. So you top stitch on it. Make sure your top stitching is not so big, but okay and neat. So this is what you should achieve. So after that, you close it up and you arrange the pocket very well, just like I am doing in the video. In order to achieve that relaxed pocket, so this is what you're going to do. You make sure it is well aligned. You arrange it well. Then you come in 1.5 and sew on top. So we're trying to close up that part of the pocket. So this is what you should have after closing it. So what you do next is to close the down of the pocket, the part you dip your hand inside. So the underneath of it, you'd close it up based on your preference. But me, I'm sewing on it with 0.5 inches. So after sewing that part, this is what you should have. Then you close the other side of the pocket. So this is what your pocket should look like after you're done. Then the next thing is to trim out the excess fabric on it. The excess, so that is what I just did right there. So voila, this is your pocket and you just dip your hand inside. Next is to weaving the side of the pocket. That's the flap side where you have it. That's the front flap facing front flap. You weave it. This is what you should have after you're done weaving the front flap. Next is to weave the back flap also. That's the back of the trouser, the flap side. You make sure it aligns. It's either you weave on it. If you don't have a weaving machine, you sew on it before weaving based on what you want. So this machine also sews and weave at the same time. So this is what you have. Next is to join the sides together. you either use, like I said, you either use your sewing machine, whatever machine you have to sew. If you have weaving, you weave based on what you want. So we are arranging the side of the bucket, then we weave on it to achieve a seamless and nice finishing. Always take your time to arrange the fabric before you weave so that everything can align. You don't have issues anywhere. So after weaving, I cut it out. So this is what I have. Then I weave the other side of the pocket. So just do exactly what I'm doing. You weave the other side or you sew on it. The next part is to align your down part together. When you're aligning it, you weave it. You make sure they are aligned. So your line should be very nice or flow very nice. So this is what you have. Okay, I had to weave that part since it did not weave well. Always make sure you cut out excess threads. So this is what you should have after joining the sides, the flap together. So now you can see how the inside is looking after weaving. This is what you should have after you weave your pockets or after sewing, based on what you want, like I said. Then let me show you the front, what the front looks like. So this is what we have for the front of our trouser after sewing. You'll see how lovely it is. The beauty will come out after you are done and you iron it very well. Just need a good press. So next is to weave the down parts where you're going to insert your leg. So this is it. Then after weaving, okay, we are still weaving. Just follow what I'm doing in the video. You weave the leg parts, the both side. After weaving, you bend it by 1 inch. I left 1 inch allowance for folding for that leg part, so that's what I'm doing. So if you leave more than that, you fold based on what allowance is left for that down part. So you top stitch. Always make sure you cut out excess threads. So this is what you should have after you bend it. You see, very seamless and nice. So next is to cut out your band strap and cut out your elastic. Then you sew on the elastic 1/2 inches. You cut little excess, then you fold it down and also top stitch again. So after reinforcing, you can have a very strong seam. Then you close the band together. So this is what you should have for the band. Then you bend it into 2 after your allowance. Then you insert your elastic in between it. So just follow what I'm doing. After inserting your elastic, this is what you should have for your band. You top stitch on it to achieve this. So what I just have there is just 3 lines. You top stitch the first one, you top stitch the second one, and voila, you have this. So next is to attach your band to your trouser. So that's what I'm doing. I'm attaching it. At the same time, I'm stretching it out because you notice after you have attach your elastic, everything tends to come together. So when sewing, you have to stretch it out, and this is what you should have after joining the band to the trouser. So next we're going to weave the inside. We can't leave it that way, so we have to weave it to have a very neat finishing inside of your trouser. So take your time. Even if you don't have a 4-thread weaving machine, you can use your 3 threads weaving machine based on what you have. So you weave, you make sure you cut out thread. So this is what I am having. Voila! And this is your short knicker. So all it just needs is a good ironing. So you see how nice it looks, how lovely it is. So let's call it a day. Bye.